In this tense moment, the incredible danger-sensing ability of the Anatolian Shepherd dogs was far beyond anything anyone could have imagined. As the dogs suddenly became alarmed, even the nomads grew suspicious and climbed higher to investigate the situation. Having faced wild wolves countless times before, these experienced guardian dogs were not barking without reason. Moments later, their warning proved correct. Several Anatolian shepherds immediately rushed toward a nearby hillside. Without these loyal protectors standing guard, wolves could attack the flock at any moment, and when wolves strike, they usually do so silently. But what exactly was happening? As the nomads reached the far side of the hill, they were greeted by a shocking scene. A wolf was already in the middle of an attack. One sheep had been targeted, and only the timely arrival of the guardian dogs forced the predator to abandon its hunt and retreat. Thanks to their intervention, the sheep narrowly escaped becoming another victim. This grazing area is frequently used by the nomads. However, it is also part of the wolves' territory. After the failed attack, a fierce chase began. On one side were the silent assassins of the mountains. On the other were the fearless guardians of the flock. The battle between wolves and livestock guardians was now underway. The events took place in the rugged mountains of eastern Turkey. Although some wolf populations found in other regions are relatively small, the Eurasian gray wolves living here are powerful predators. Adult individuals can weigh around 40 kilograms, making them formidable hunters. Yet, despite the wolves' strength, the Anatolian shepherds showed no fear. Another direct confrontation between predator and protector had begun. To escape, the wolf relied on one of its greatest strengths, its endurance and agility. Rather than running in a straight line, it deliberately led the dogs along difficult terrain, hoping to wear them down. But a troubling question remained. Was this simply a lone wolf acting alone? Or was it part of a larger strategy designed to lure the guardian dogs away from the flock? At that moment, the nomads had no way of knowing. Back at the grazing area, the shepherds quickly gathered their sheep together. In such rugged terrain, managing thousands of animals is incredibly difficult. Even with numerous guardian dogs, complete security can never be guaranteed. Using a natural depression in the landscape as a defensive position, the nomads switched into full protection mode. While several Anatolian shepherds continued pursuing the wolf, those remaining behind stayed on high alert. Years of working alongside the nomads had taught every dog its role. They spread out around the flock, carefully positioning themselves and maintaining a protective perimeter. Despite these preparations, tensions still filled the air. By carefully observing the behavior of the dogs, the nomads could sense that danger had not passed. One particular guardian remained fixed on a specific direction. Something was there. As the camera zoomed in, more Anatolian shepherds could already be seen forming defensive positions. Meanwhile, patrol dogs on nearby hills continued searching for threats. Every guardian dog was now in battle mode. The earlier attack was clearly not the only danger facing the flock. Unfortunately, the nomads had only a single drone to help monitor the area. Without an aerial view, spotting wolves hidden among the hills and vegetation was incredibly difficult. Meanwhile, the pursuit continued. 3 powerful Anatolian shepherds were still chasing the fleeing wolf. If they managed to catch it, the outcome would almost certainly be fatal for the predator. Yet the wolf seemed strangely confident. Rather than using its maximum speed, it maintained a careful distance from the dogs. It stayed just close enough to keep them interested while avoiding capture. Several times the guardians nearly closed the gap, but each time the wolf accelerated away and maneuvered around rocky terrain. It was obvious what the animal was doing. The wolf was buying time, and it was likely buying time for the rest of its pack. Eventually, the nomads turned their attention back to the drone footage. The complicated weather conditions and challenging landscape had created the perfect opportunity for an ambush. The footage revealed something important. The attacking wolf had approached from behind before deliberately leading the guardian dogs in the opposite direction. This discovery raised serious concerns. If the wolf had intentionally distracted the defenders, what might be waiting on the hillside ahead? The answer was unsettling. There could be an even greater threat nearby.